I'm a University of Utah dropout, right? The statistical probability of me being where I am with the executive director of Sound of Freedom, with the successful company, it's zero. You know, guys like me don't get to where I am. And the only way I can understand it is that I made some decisions in my early 20s when it came to charity work and giving back that I believe made all the difference in the success of those companies.
Why do you say that? Just good karma?
No, I do. You can call it God, you can call it karma, you can call it the universal law of success. You can call it whatever you want to. There's a higher power very interested in us doing good, right? And I had a mentor in my early 20s, and he said, Paul, the average person donates 2% of their annual income to charity, to making a difference in the lives of others. He said, if you make a decision that number isn't 2%, that number is 10%, 15, even 20% of your income, he said, your ability to create success in your life will be so much easier. And I said, well, that's why I want to be successful, is I want to be able to, be charitable when I'm successful. He goes, no, don't wait till you're successful. Do it now. I'm earning like $2,000 a month, right? And I'm like, shit, I can barely make it work. He says, do it now. I'm like, I have to live on $1,600 a month, if I'm giving 20% away. Well, I believe that making that decision back when I was broke made all the difference. And again, you can call it karma, you can call it universal law of exchange, call it whatever you want to. When you're upwards of 10, 15, even 20% of what's coming in, you prove to the universe, prove to God that you're going to be a good steward, that you already are. Not I'm going to be, but you already are a good steward of what's coming in. And I saw massive success in my companies that wasn't, I work really hard. I work really hard at any company I'm doing, and I had decent results. But if I worked really hard and tried to have a powerful, positive impact in the lives of others, then my business stuff just accelerated.
Elevated.
And very, very seldom was any of that elevation from anything that I did. It was literally gifts from God, right? I remember when we were doing some of the charity work, and there was a guy by the name of Glenn Beck. He's a radio talk show host. He's got like 50 million followers between everything, super conservative guy. He wanted to launch his anti-child trafficking campaign from Bangkok, Thailand. And it was going to cost $100,000 to get him and his team there. It was a lot of money. And the charity I was working with at the time, we had a lot of grandmas that were donating $20 a month. And, that's kind of sacred money. I don't want to spend $100,000 on that, on just getting a personality